Hi everybody, happy almost Samhain. I wanted to take you to my altar and just kind of walk you through how I set it up for this year. Hopefully, if you aren't sure what to do for your own altar, this might inspire you or give you some ideas. So of course, with Samhain being our Sabbath, focus mainly on the deceased. I have a lot of Anubis imagery going on here. Whoops. This jackal statue is probably one of my favorites. Lots of little ghosts and witches and jack-o'-lanterns. This is my grandmother's teacup. She passed away before I was born. And inside are seeds for squash that I'm going to plant in the spring. So just representing rebirth after death. This is the Samhain oil that I made earlier today. My book of mirrors, of course. Over here is a pomegranate that I will be consuming at my solitary Samhain ritual on the 31st. I really hope it stays good for another couple of days. This is a graveyard candle that my friend Morgan gave me. So I save it and light it every Samhain. The death card, if you saw some of my earlier altar tours, you may remember me saying about this card moving up throughout the year closer to the front of the altar. So now that we're at Samhain, it's right at the front of the altar. And that death card's from the Witch's Tarot, which is a hilarious tarot deck, but it has a really nice death card. Of course, more Anubis. This witch here, she's usually on the altar through the darker time of the year. And inside are all of these little slips of paper with intentions and things that I want to manifest or wanted to manifest. And on Samhain, I'll go through and read them and see what I've manifested and what I haven't. My candle from Salem. A little troll my friend gave me. He's adorable. I find these two, I like them to represent my husband and I. So there we are, alive, and we are much skinnier dead. Anubis, of course, in the background. Different feathers I've collected throughout the year. Majority of them from cemeteries, so I think that they're very applicable. Okay. So, of course, this year we lost Anthony Bourdain. I know I'm not the only person who has felt some pain from his loss and really miss him and miss his show and just miss knowing that, you know, it hurts knowing that we're never going to go on another adventure with him. He's someone who inspired me. I will forever mince my own garlic because of him. I will only own one chef's knife and all kinds of other advice that he's given me and probably millions of other people throughout the years. So I am honoring him this year. Over here is Jerry Gordon. This man used to babysit me when I was little. He's a friend of my father's. He was like obsessed with UFOs and would take my sister and I. She probably doesn't remember because she was really little, but he used to take us outside and we would go UFO hunting. We would stare at the night sky. He would point out constellations. He would teach us about the different planets. He was just incredibly smart and he was so interesting, and he really sparked my UFO interest and my interest in space and aliens, the planets, astrology, and astronomy, obviously, but he really sparked that. He passed away this year, so I'm honoring Jerry. He was probably the best babysitter I ever had. And this one's really tough for me. On October 4th, Dallas passed away. So Dallas has been in my life for 7 crazy and amazing years. He was 11 years old when he passed away. We didn't know he was sick. He was active the day before. He was like doing really, really well. out in the yard having a great time. And then that night he coughed. It was about 4 a.m. He got up, he started coughing. We were cuddling him, talking about how we're going to take him to the vet. I was holding him. He coughed one more time and passed away in my arms. I've been really, really, really having a hard time coping with his passing. So this year, a lot of the ritual is going to be focused around him and just honoring his life. As short as it was with me, it will be a life that will forever impact me. So that was really, really hard, and that happened at the beginning of the month. So we're just kind of starting to slowly get back to normal now, but we're going to miss him forever. He was one of my best friends. So that's his collar there at Anubis's feet. And this candle I made with some friends, and when I got it back, there was a hole in it. So I actually had some leftover pieces of Dallas's ashes from when I transferred them to his urn that were in the bottom of the other bag that I didn't have the heart to throw away, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I actually put them inside the candle. That might seem morbid to some. It sounds a little weird saying it out loud, but I know having him being a part of the candle and then lighting the candle in his honor, and it's something that I made myself with my own hands. I want it to be a tribute to his spirit. So that I don't know. It might be weird, but it felt right to me. So that's what I did. And I guess that's really the altar in a nutshell this year. Oh, the rabbit's foot. I almost forgot. My dad found this rabbit's foot. As it is, it was just a random foot. We were walking out back behind our house. So he preserved it. My mom's had it for years, and I wanted it, again, I'm going to sound morbid, for an Ostara altar. I thought, how amazing. Again, I'm not trying to be morbid. It was already dead, so why not take advantage and honor the life. So anyways, they gave me the rabbit's foot, and now it's become a real big part of my altar. I really, really like it. This will be the offering plate here during the ritual. I plan to basically honor these 3 lives, remembering my grandmother, remembering my grandfather, of course, my Uncle Larry, people who I honor every year, but really focusing on these 3 lives. And I'll be meditating. I'll be saying some prayers to Anubis. I will be honoring the lives of the people who have been lost, throughout my work, because I do work in the funeral home. So I'll be just kind of thinking and sending love to all those families in one way or another. And I will just kind of sit and meditate, probably chant a little bit. I'll find some form of nice chant online and just kind of, meditate, relax, write in that book. Talk to the goddess, talk to the god, probably sling some tarot cards around. And that will be it. I hope that you have an amazing Samhain. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for listening to my story, allowing me to talk about Dallas, and for always being there. So thank you so much, and happy Samhain. I hope it's magical for you. Good night.